This is the Clubsport shifter SQ. It's a H pattern and sequential shifter in one, depending on the mode that you set it to. This is gonna be a little bit of a tricky unboxing because I don't have a lot of space, so I'm gonna try to do my best to show you everything, but it's gonna be a tough one. Anyway, this is the front. I'm gonna take the side. Yes, everything is now on the side. Like I said, it's kind of hard for me to do it otherwise. You have another picture. I believe this is the short knob. Ah, no, this picture of two. This one is with the sequential knob. And then you get some information. Top, not really a lot going on. A few letters. And then the bottom. Nah, there's nothing on the bottom. So I'm gonna annoy you with the bottom in this case. I use this for now as a little standard, but yeah, can't use it anymore. Like I said, I'll try to do my best to show you everything, but it just doesn't allow it. Just a lot of foam. So gonna try to see what I can do. See, go. Gonna need a little wiggle. There we go. Let's just shove it out. Okay, box on the side. Who cares about the box anyway? So we're gonna get the quick guide, of course, on how to install everything. Nice little sticker sheet, as usual. Packaging contents you can expect. Mounting, mode changes. Let's see, connection, so you can connect it to not quite sure what that picture is supposed to be, but let's see. This is the connection port. This looks like a wheelbase. Maybe this is like the adapter, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. You connect it. If you want to go into reverse or 7th gear, you have to press it down either to the left or to the right, depending on the gear that you want to change. Calibration. You can press a button. Neutral. I think if you press this button, then the screen changes to what mode you're in. So I guess the 6 is for H pattern in that case. And then 1 neutral. It all makes sense. See on the back, if you change it to sequential, you can increase or decrease the shift resistance. So you have to do a little bit less. Guess you're not allowed to put it in a gear when you change this, which kind of makes sense because if you go to sequential, then suddenly this doesn't work in blocks. And here is how you can change the knobs. That basically was everything for the instructions. I'm gonna put it to the side. Be a little bit. So you get the connection cables. You can connect it to the wheel. Here is another one. Guess this is something like a legacy version or something. Get that later. This is a little bit of a shorter cable apparently. And then this is like, maybe if you have like this connection on your wheel, maybe that's the older ones. This is mounting, I guess. It's not the screws, but like the blocks to mount it to. Here are the screws. Nothing in here. Get this one. Kinda curious. Before we go to the main attraction. It's actually feeling like really high quality. Cold to the touch. And this is sequential shifter, so it's a little bit bigger, so it's better in the hand. You do sequential shift, and then now to the main part. Of course, the shifter itself, if I can get it out. Luckily, I have tiny raccoon-like fingers, so maybe to make it look less hurtful, put it to the side, and then do it like this. It also works. You can unwrap it. The knob is a little bit loose. Either I did it by trying to get it out, or just a little bit loose from the factory. Yeah, test it. Reverse. Yes, so you can do this, then this. Yes, so you actually feel when you're pressing it down. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And if you want to go to 7, you press it down and it's the same. 7. I'm kind of curious. You can press it. Yeah, okay. And then of course there is the sequential mode. Well, we can actually look around a little bit. So gonna be the casing. This is your mode switcher connection. And of course the button for mounting. Already have seen the H pattern, so I'm quite curious about. Oh, it's actually quite stiff in there. Now it won't be moving, not even when pressing it down. I think what most people do, if I saw it correctly, is down is shifting up and pushing it away is shifting down. So it gives me a good possibility to check this. Again, it all feels like very high quality, so it's really a step up from what I had before. This is just the H pattern up, because if you're racing and you want, it's a lot easier on the hand. And by this, you can extend it. Nice little reflection because of the camera. Okay, there's a lot of rotation going on. And then, but again, it doesn't really matter, of course. If you want up to be an upshift, you can do that as well. It's your personal choice, so don't worry. Yeah. I wouldn't expect it to stay in place. Did it jump back to jump back? What the hell? Maybe because of the rotation or something? I don't know. But I guess it won't happen during racing because this is all you do. See? I mean, it could work. Even do it with the larger knob. Maybe I even like it more because then you can just. Nah, usually. It kind of depends on the height of your seat, I guess. You can do it like this, it's fine, but usually if you use this knob, you use it in sequential shifting. So yeah, that's everything that is in the package. In my opinion, a great accessory, especially if you're in the Fanatec system already. It's a little bit expensive for a shifter if you consider it, but if I consider it to my own shifter that I have right now, then this feels a lot more sturdy. It has a lot more weight. You get the knobs with it. Can't recall if I got the knobs with it, but at the same time, that one is just the H pattern and it's not sequential and H pattern, which gives options, and more options is always nice. So for now, I would like to thank you all for watching. If you are here and you like it, press the subscribe button. Press the like button to like the video. That also really helps with the algorithm. If you want, you can join the Kadar Racing Discord. Of course, you will get notified on new videos. We do a little bit of league racing, and we just talk about racing in general, being it real life, being it Sims. So if that is something you like, go for it. Click the button down below, and I'm gonna wish you all a nice day, and I see you on the next video. Bye bye.